We're out here at the Linde Graber farm here in the west side of Turner County, South Dakota, and this is the site of a find, a rare find, a 1904 Indian Camelback motorcycle. The Graber farm has been in their family since 1924, and Linde has never missed a sale if it was in this area. Linde and his family have all had a desire for collecting things. Linde had collections of multitude of things. I know he had a desire to collect signs, antique tools, and no matter who he came in contact with, he was always very willing to share his knowledge on the antiques and the primitives that he was very well versed in. Hi, this is Kevin Wieman, and I'm with Wieman Auction right here in Marion, South Dakota, and I have a unique opportunity that we want everybody to know about. We have an upcoming sale for the Linde Graber estate, and I have with me here Linde Graber, who is Linde's son, and we have a 1904 Indian Camelback motorcycle. And Linde, thanks for joining us, and I guess would first like to ask you a few questions about the motorcycle, if you could. Could you tell the story of how your dad come to own this motorcycle?
Sure. Back in the mid-70s, there was an antique buddy of his that had located it about 40 miles south of here and told my dad about it. And my dad went over there and talked to the guy. And initially, the guy didn't want to sell it, but Dad was persistent. He went back numerous times, and about 2 or 3 times later, the gentleman had a heart attack and was concerned about his health, and he decided to sell it, and Dad bought it.
My next question, Linde, is could you tell those watching, is this motorcycle correct and original for its age?
There are a few things that aren't original to this machine. When he got it, there was the tires were in bad shape. He took them off and replaced them with new tires. Also, the battery box is not original. It should be just a single tube down the middle here. Obviously, that's been replaced. And also, one thing that was original to this bike is it had a linkage that ran from the handlebar down to this lever here, which is the decompression lever. And that's missing right now. But that's how a person started it. You'd put the decompression lever on, and either you pedaled it or you had a buddy of yours push you. And once you were getting up to speed, you'd take this lever off, and hopefully it would start. And this is your throttle lever right here. Pretty primitive. Outside of that, is how we got it. We cleaned it up a little is all.
Okay. I'm sure the question everybody's asking is, when did this thing last run, or have you guys ever had it running?
We tried starting it, I know, about 5 years after he got it. It spit and sputtered a little bit. I know he put gas in the tank and it leaked a little there. But there's no reason why it shouldn't run. It's got terrific compression, and the motor is loose, and so I see no reason why it shouldn't run.
Are there any welds on the frame or any damage to the machine that anybody would like to know that's watching?
There's a couple things that I noticed around the front, around by the fork. It looks like it was welded with a piece of metal to reinforce the neck area. And also the pedal crank at one time was broke, and that looks to be welded also.
Well, thanks for all the information, Linde, and those of you that are watching, we just hope you can tune in while we're selling this motorcycle. We will have it live on Proxy Bid. You'll be able to see and hear everything live time if you can't attend the auction in person. And remember, whether you're buying or selling, be sure to do it the auction way.